It's Transformers96 here. In the video, I'm going to be talking about a new image that has come out via Hot Toys. So yeah, so this is an upcoming release image. They do this every now and then. They don't do it like, I would love for them to just do this like on a monthly basis, to just be like, these are the figures coming out this month. That would be really cool. But unfortunately, they don't have any rhyme or reason of when they do it. They just kind of release a picture every now and then of a group of the next figures to come out, basically. I always like when they do it because it's just nice to see them in relation to each other, as well as just to know what's coming up. So let me talk about it. I don't always talk about these upcoming release pictures unless there's something special to talk about. This picture in particular has a lot of really interesting things to talk about, so I definitely want to discuss it. First of all, before I get into some of the new things that we're learning about these figures based on this picture, let me just talk about the lineup here. Solid lineup. We have mostly Marvel with 4 Marvel items, a Star Wars item, and a DC item. All looking quite good. At the moment, the only ones I have on pre-order are Ultron Prime and Shotgun. I'm definitely getting those two, very excited for those two. And then there's 2 others that I'm considering, and then there's 2 others that I'm definitely not going to get. I'm definitely not going to get the Mark 45 or Superman. I have so many Iron Mans, I really need to draw the line at some places, and the Mark 45 wasn't an armor that I, loved or anything like that. Superman, I have the Man of Steel one, so no interest in getting that one. And then Nick Fury and the Flametrooper are the 2 that I'm considering now. I doubt I'll get both. If I might get one of the 2, but I'm not sure. Talking about the stuff that's been shown now, that's interesting and new is, first of all, let's talk about Superman. Superman is using the Man of Steel head sculpt. This is very interesting. I'm seeing a lot of people freak out about that and really start complaining pretty hard, and that is definitely very interesting. I'm guessing that this was just for the photo. Although if this is one that's coming up quite soon, then they should have a final product. So it is quite strange that we are getting that they are showing it with the older head sculpt. Maybe just that's a new one, but it really looks like the old one. I'm not quite sure, but everybody seems to be positive that that's the old one. So it'll be interesting if they actually did just reuse the old one, and they're not going to give us the new head sculpt that was shown with all the promo pictures for that Superman. But I'm not quite sure. So if you are ordering that Superman and you already have the Man of Steel one, you might want to take a second look and make sure that you're going to get a new head sculpt with that one, because it would be super disappointing just to get the same old head sculpt, considering the figure is so similar to the other one as well. So that is something very interesting that a lot of people seem to be disliking, and for rightfully so, I would say. It also gives us our first look at the Dawn of Justice packaging. All these others come from lines that we've had other figures from, so, the packaging, it's neat to see, but we basically knew the type of design, but we haven't seen the Dawn of Justice ones yet, so very nice. I'm sure that's a picture of Metropolis in the background, so I bet Batman's will have, obviously, Batman's logo with a picture of Gotham. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is the Flametrooper. The Flametrooper is super interesting because he comes with a fire accessory. This is something that is so exciting and absolutely just fantastic. I was completely, before this one on pre-order, I was completely expecting the Flametrooper to come with flame accessories. Because, none of the Hasbro or Elite series, none of the other Flametrooper figures came with any sort of fire accessories, which was always super disappointed. I'd have to, rummage through my, accessory bin, basically, looking for fire accessories to take pictures with him using, and it was always disappointing that none of the figures came with fire accessories. So I was thinking that the company that would do it would be Hot Toys. So I was so disappointed when they showed the Flametrooper, and he didn't have a single flame accessory. If you read through his accessories, his accessory list, there was no mention of any sort of flame accessory. Super bummed and disappointed. And it's actually one of the reasons that I had decided not to get the Flametrooper. It's probably, there's 2 reasons why I decided not to get the Flametrooper. I guess you can say actually 3. But my main reason, I would say, is the lack of flame accessory. So it is awesome to see this promo image that does show him with a flame accessory. It looks really cool. I like the translucent blue at the very end, and then the ignite, of the flame, and you've got a great fireball coming out at the edge, looking really cool. It actually looks really natural. It almost looks lit up. I'm almost 100% sure there won't be light in it, though. I think that's just the picture, but it does really actually give a kind of lit up type of look. I absolutely love it. It looks very natural and very cool. I have my fingers crossed that we're going to get multiple flame accessories of different sizes. That would be pretty amazing, because this one is quite short. If it was very long, it wouldn't be able to be supported, but it would be awesome to get a really long one that came with like a little clear pole that would be able to support it at the end like that. That would be really awesome. I doubt it though. I believe this probably will be our only flame accessory, but it's just so cool that he comes with a flame accessory, and I'm just extremely happy with that in general. So now I'm starting to consider getting the Flametrooper again. The other reasons why I had decided not to get him were mainly the flame accessory, and then also when we found out that the Stormtrooper's articulation was quite hindered, you know, because this is basically the same type of design, most likely he'll have the same hindrance as the regular Stormtroopers, so that was another big you know, problem I had with it. And then another problem, which is more of a minor problem for me, was just when I saw the movie, the Flametroopers obviously aren't in it very much. You know, they're in the Hux's speech. They're standing around there, but then there's only really one shot of them in the movie, and that's when they, you know, storm Jakku. So that was just, you know, it's always a shame when you're going to spend hundreds of dollars on a figure that wasn't even in the movie very much. So that's just a bummer, but it definitely isn't my deciding factor of not to get him. So we'll see now. I'm starting to consider it. I'm going to wait until it comes out and we get all the official images to see if there are any more flame accessories, as well as to see what the articulation's like. If he has good articulation, if they've improved the body or the suit that goes over the body, I will probably get this figure. If he has just as limited articulation as the Stormtroopers, I probably won't. So it'll basically be up to the articulation as to whether or not I actually do get the Flametrooper. And then just briefly talking about Nick Fury, this was one that I am considering. I think the head sculpt looks awesome, and he just came out today actually, so all the final images of him are out, and he's looking quite amazing. The only reservation as to why I am not 100% getting him is because it's Nick Fury. He's obviously a very important part of the Avengers movies. However, I don't really want to display him with my Avengers because, you know, they're all like the superheroes, so I kind of want them all together. If I had like a little shield display, I'd obviously be all over Nick Fury, but I don't, because I don't have Maria Hill. I bought Coulson but never opened him and sold him, so, you know, I don't have Coulson. So, you know, I really don't have a good place for him to go. So although he's an important part of the movies, he doesn't have a good spot for me to put him in my collection. So although the figure looks awesome, I'm thinking that I'm not going to get that one. However, the images are pretty amazing. That head sculpt is out of this world. So Shotgun and Nick Fury have been released so far. They're both looking great. Can't wait for that Shotgun. Looks like articulation is amazing. And then the other four have not come out yet, but they will be the next ones to be released. And I'm very much looking forward to Ultron Prime, so hopefully he gets released pretty soon here, because I'm going to be really interested to see how that figure is, since it's so unique from anything that we really have before. So it'll be cool to see what the articulation's like, as well as the light up features and things like that. So very exciting. I really do like getting these upcoming release images, and this one was particularly special because it did give us basically an update, or a possible update for Superman, and then a definite update for the Flametrooper. So very excited. Let me know what you guys think of this image. Let me know which ones of these you guys are actually getting, and thanks so much for watching.